This is Ash, Science Officer of the Nostromo. This is an official record in the ship's log of my actions today. A member of the crew was compromised by an unknown creature. I made the decision to allow him back on board without following established quarantine procedure.
Hey guys, welcome back to Miniature Adventures. If you're into thematic board games and sci-fi horror, this is the channel for you. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps us with the algorithm, that blasted YouTube algorithm. So today we're heading back to the cold, dark corridors of the Nostromo, but this time we're playing a very different game. We're diving into the fan-made Fate and Isolation variant for Alien Fate and the Nostromo. Now, this is done by a gentleman named Nate. Forgive me, I'm not too sure on his last name, but he basically played Alien Isolation, and if you haven't played that, it's I believe it's set in between Alien and Aliens, and basically Ripley's daughter is looking for her mother. But there are some DLCs that actually add the Nostromo in there, but I digress. This basically merges all the good things from that video game and all the amazing things from this board game into one unique game. It is basically a brand new game. Now, what is Fate and Isolation? So this isn't just a house rule pack with some extra flavor text. It really isn't. It is a completely full-blown redesign from the foundation up of the game, and it's heavily inspired by Alien Isolation video game. It's built by fans who have asked, what if this board game truly captured the fear, the stealth and isolation, pardon the pun, of the video game experience? And I have to say, they have nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. This variant injects more dread. Now, what they've done is you get the rulebook, which they have really done an awesome job with. They basically merged their rules with the original rules, so you're not flicking between 2 or 3 different pages. You also get, and let me zoom in on the board, this beautiful player dashboard, I guess you could call it, but basically an extra board that adds all of the extra pieces you could need. So it allows you to basically manage the cards, manage the threat tracking that you'll see, the alien AI, the equipment, crew deaths, because shocker, you can die in this, and everything else that you're going to need to play the game. And that is it. Now, I printed this on Board Game Board. I ordered it online, which you can pretty much print it off. They provide a photocopy in this that is black and white, and then you could, I think it's on Etsy for about $5. You can basically buy the deluxe board files, go to a place, and this cost me $20 to have this printed professionally, so $25, and I've got basically a brand new expansion game for this. So let's zoom out a little bit and go. In the base game, each player picks one character and you basically stick with them, and that is your role for the game. But in this version, the entire crew is shared. Any player can control any crew member at any time. So if it's my turn, I can be like, okay, well I want to use Ripley this turn, Parker or Dallas. I'm not stuck to one person. And this just opens up a lot of strategic choices. Who's nearby? Are they hiding and available for a mission? Who's exhausted, which we'll go into a little bit. Who's in danger? It is completely cooperative, so you might need to send someone to rest or distract the alien with loud noises while someone else runs the mission critical task. The result? It's a stronger sense of teamwork, and sacrifice becomes a real mechanic. You may decide that Parker is going to distract the alien whilst Ripley and Dallas shoot off and get some bits and pieces. That, to me, really kind of encompasses the entire movie and the theme of Alien in general. Now, life, death, and real risk. In the original game, you don't die. You just can't. You don't die. You just lose morale, get relocated, and then when the morale goes down to 0, you don't. Here, crew members can go through a life cycle. So they can be readied, activated, exhausted, missing, or deceased. They can die, just like in the movie. And while player elimination doesn't happen, because you all share the same crew, the feeling of loss and urgency skyrockets. So you have, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, but you start losing people, you're going to have less to go around, and you're going to have less people to be able to kind of do the missions. So I really like that. You can even recover missing crew members, which I like, or hold a funeral in the airlock if it's too late. So basically the alien can capture them. You can go and see if they've been rescued or cocooned, or if they've just been outright killed. If they've been outright killed, then you can hold a funeral, and it basically helps the morale. In this version of the game, the alien is alive. The original Alien moves based on encounter cards. It's tense, but honestly it's fairly predictable. In this variant, the alien has a full behavior system. It can prowl, it can jump into the vents, it can rest in the nest, which is just absolutely beautiful. So you can have here, it can move through the board and stalk, strike based on basically on a dynamic and behavior track that you see up in the corner up here. The alien will react to noise, player movement, and morale changes. So if the alien's here and you've got a load of people congregating here, the alien's going to come towards you. But that could be good. You could have 2 people kind of making some noise here to distract them, like I say. I really like that. You will never feel safe again on this. It's less of a piece on the board and really is more like a monster in the dark as it is in the movie. Now Ash, even in the alternate rules that you can get, he still wasn't that dangerous, I don't think.
I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies.
I don't think. Basically, he just used to be a scrap stealer, things like that. But now Ash is terrifying. He damages morale, exposes hidden crew, so you can hide and hope the alien doesn't find you. Now that Ash is like, hey, he's over here, or she's over here, which I really like. He can track movement based on a separate AI system. And worst of all, his Special Order 937 effects are absolutely devastating now. He's now a second threat amongst the alien, and completely unpredictable, deadly in his own right. Now another new mechanic for this game that I really like is stealth. Players can now be hidden, safe from the alien detection, but can't take action. So you can hide. Maybe you're hiding in the vehicle, or you're hiding in one of the capsules or something, or even a spacesuit, but you can't take actions. Or you can be exposed, and the alien can pretty much hunt you down, but you're able to do mission critical things, pick up scraps, stuff like that, which I really like. The alien mostly ignores the hidden crew unless it's searching vents or it directly exposes you. This turns the game really into an intense dance of, do I hide and survive, or act and risk everything? It really is a mini game of fear, timing, and luck. It's absolutely brilliant how they've done this. Now, they've also overhauled the morale and threat. Morale isn't just a timer anymore. It really is your team's health pool. Alien attacks, Ash events, failed objectives, all lower morale. Then the threat track increases alien and Ash's aggression, the higher it gets. So the more you do, and the more you kind of like are going around and, you know, maybe failed things or whatever, both Ash and the alien become more deadly. And that to me is just, it's good. And if the morale hits 0, basically like in the original, it's game over. But you're definitely going to feel the pressure rise as the game goes on. It's really not about completing objectives. It's about holding it together. Your crew are trying to hold it together. Now, another new mechanic I really like is the functional rooms and expanded crafting that they've done. In the original game, rooms literally are just spaces. Like, you know, oh, go to the garage and do this. But there's nothing you can actually do specifically in the garage or in the equipment storage or maintenance or anywhere. But now some of them have purposes. So you can heal in the med bay. You can purge bodies in the airlock, which, like I say, boosts your morale. Extract coolant from the hypersleep chamber, and craft in expanded areas like the garage or the workshop. And this just really does make the ship feel alive, like a real place, and that every location matters. Maybe the alien has got into the garage and you're like, well, I was going to craft some stuff there. Well, crap, I can't get there now. I'm going to have to redirect. I really like that. It made no sense that you could just craft in the bridge and, you know, build a flamethrower in the bridge. So I love that idea. Now, objectives in the final mission. Previously you basically do 5 objectives and then you draw 1 final mission. But now you get 6 objectives, 3 active. Each completed objective adds new vent movement paths, escalating the threat. So the more you complete in the game, the harder it's going to get. And that alien is going to be going around. And your objectives don't just lead to the finale, they are a part of it. It's way more thematic, more connected, and very much more stressful. Now, crafting feels meaningful now. With even less items than the standard game, the resources are really tight. There's just each with durability, they have passive effects and tactical uses beyond the original game. They're not just tokens, they're tools for survival. Now, want to compete against yourself? So there's scoring now. Basically, there's now a commendation system that scores how many crew members you could survive, what your morale was left, the time completed, and did you save Jonesy? Yeah, the cat matters. And this just adds replay value, goal setting, and a reason to push beyond just surviving. Now, like I said, all the files are free and easy to get on Board Game Geek. You can print it at home, like I did, or professionally, and some players, like myself, have mounted the boards like a fully playable expansion. I really like the idea that everything is now in this rule set. All of the changes are in here, and you could definitely tell that this is a lot thicker than the original rules. And here you go. So here we've got basically room actions, the airlock, bridge, docking bay, equipment garage. So this is all the stuff that you can do in these rooms, and I just love that. The stuff you can do on your turn now is far more expanded. Walk, run, hide, sneak, expose, equip, secure. I love that, and I love the fact that they've literally integrated it, like I said originally, in the original board game rules. So you just have one book and then you have the board. I just love that. What else do you need? Well, you're going to need some glass beads. I just picked these up from the Dollar Tree. Honestly, some different colors ones. I've got green there, blue there, and the red. You're going to need a 6-sided dice, doesn't matter what. And this is called the Fate dice. It's used for various actions and things. And then another one for the morale tracker, because the alien stays up there. Apart from that, there's nothing else you need. And just a bit more space for the table. Now, I plan to play this using the 3D terrain, which I'm absolutely going to be doing. So this is one of the 3D terrain pieces from LV427. Imagine this all set up with this board, and this is crazy. Now, this is their non-Nostromo setup at 60%, and just how it fits on the table, otherwise it wouldn't fit. And I just love this. This really is going to add another layer on top of this to the game. Now, my final thoughts of this. It is a little complicated to figure out. I won't lie. You are going to be playing a few games and getting a little bit frustrated with the rules at first. Especially if you've played the original game a few times like me. It can get a little. But it really does take that foundation of the original board and builds a masterclass in thematic board gaming. This is the version you play when you want to feel hunted. When you've seen the movie and you're like, I want to capture that feeling of the alien. When you want every decision to matter, and like I say, when you want to live the movie. So, try it out. Let me know in the comments if you've played it or if you're going to. I'll drop the download links in the description. And thanks for watching. Stay sharp, and remember, stay out of the vents.